Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. After having our brief discussion on the yearly theme for the next year 2024, where we had our discussion from the numerology's universal vibrations point of view, we also had our discussion from our Hindu calendar Samvatsars point of view as well, and we also briefly touched the way slow moving planets are going to be influencing us next year. So guys, before I will jump into the elaborative discussion or elaborative yearly predictions for all the lagnas, in this video we will try to briefly see that basis the transit of the slow moving planets like specifically Saturn, Rahu, Ketu and Jupiter customized to your lagna, which specific field or which specific area is going to be opening up more doors and more opportunities for all the lagnas. So yes guys, take this video just as a brief synopsis or a highlight. Definitely I have already started working on the elaborative video as well. We will have our discussion later on, but in this video let's try to briefly understand that which specific line you are going to have a competitive edge or more opportunities next year specific to your lagna. So guys, starting first with the Aries rising natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that somehow Saturn is going to be strengthened in your 11th house, and Jupiter is going to be in the very first week of the month of May is going to be transiting in your second house. And when we talk about the house of income, your opportunities, supplementary income, connections, so both of these two houses are getting kind of influenced by very strong planets. So one thing is for sure that in your financial portfolio, if you are planning to make any changes, any amendment, you are in dire need of some funding, some sponsorship, or even if in your line of work you are in that stage, we are taking chances. So I would say that specifically pertaining to the matters of the finances for the Aries lagna natives, next year is going to be very fortunate for you. Second thing is that guys, because 11th house also tells about our connection, our friends, and second house in a way is the house of our immediate family as well. So I'm very much sure that even people around you, because guys, you have to understand this thing that from the past 1.5 years, Rahu was transiting in your first house, and you know that whenever Rahu is transiting in the first house or in whichever house it is transiting, we remain very much vulnerable towards betrayal, cheatings and all. So I'm not sure that how people around you or life treated you in the past 1.5 years, but next year specifically pertaining to your financial goals and aspiration is going to be a game changer for the Aries lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Taurus lagna natives, so guys, in your case now, as you can see that Saturn is going to be staying strengthened, your Yokaraka planet in your 10th house, and Jupiter somehow is going to be coming out of your 12th house and it is going to be transiting in your first house. So yes guys, whenever we talk about all those situations where, like let's say for example, if you are already an entrepreneur, you are a freelance person, self-employed person, you have your own business, you are a skilled person, so next year will definitely give you lot many opportunities. Because guys, beyond doubt, although Jupiter for you guys is not a very auspicious or favorable planet, but now just because Jupiter in a way has got a rulership over your 11th house as well, and during this time, because Rahu is also transiting in the sign of Jupiter, so that in itself means that wherever Jupiter will transit, it will also carry the energies or flavors of the planet Rahu as well. And when we talk about innovation, out of the box thinking, doing something unusual, and success and fame, all these are the attributes which are generally attached and connected with the planet Rahu. So one thing is for sure that for anything to do with the fame, for the popularity, getting recognized, getting lot many visibility, platform or launch pad, next year will prove to be very favorable for you. And guys, I would say that specifically for all those people in whose case if you have your own business or you are aspiring to get into one, next year will prove to be very favorable for all the Taurus lagna natives. Like one thing is for sure that for doing something very substantial or laying foundation for something substantial, next year will prove to be very favorable for you. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that somehow the houses which are coming in the scrutiny for you guys is the 9th house and the 12th house. Now guys, the symmetry, if you have to see with the 9th house and the 12th house, now try to understand this thing in this video. I'm not telling you the elaborative yearly predictions or yearly transit results. I'm just giving you that in which specific line you're going to have a upper edge or a competitive edge. So if you are already working in that field, then the chances of success is definitely going to be very stronger. So guys, somehow next year for you guys, your 9th house and 12th house is gaining prominence. Now if you will try to connect these two houses and try to see the common overlap. So both these two houses represents foreign travel, both these two houses represents spirituality, both of these two houses represents any of the concerns of foreign land or immigration. So if any of your aspiration hovers around these areas which I just mentioned, the chances of success is going to be very strong for the Gemini Lagna natives next year. Now guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that somehow in the transit your 8th house and your 11th house is gaining prominence. Now whenever we talk about the 11th house or the 8th house, over here the common overlap generally tend to remain of success, which is generally gained in a very sudden, unexpected way, and in lot many cases like success, if you have been struggling for long, you have been in a pursuit of something, in research, in exploration of any nature, so chances of finding success or able to reach a concluding end of the finding of the research where you have deeply invested regarding all that pursuit or all that concerns, next year will seem to be very favorable for a lot many Cancer Lagna natives. Again guys, like the way I say this thing that 8th house in a way also has got this upper edge, because when we talk about the unearned income, that is also somehow connected with the 8th house as well, and 11th house in itself has got a lot of potential to give us important connections. 11th house is also the house of our income, of our gains, wish fulfillment as well. So any of the concerns of like paternal property, inheritance, related concerns, or I would say that you have been facing some sort of like kind of deadlock situation where you do not have much of the clarity, or the path or the road ahead seems to be very blocked, or you're not able to find your calling and all, or not able to find your life purpose and all. So next year regarding all that pursuit will be very much favorable for you. Now guys, as you know this thing that even Saturn is going to be somehow transiting or going back and forth between the Sadbisha Nakshatra and the Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra as well. Now Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra in your case has got the like Purvabhadrapada ownership goes to the planet Jupiter, which in your case becomes your 9th house lord as well. And now guys, just because Rahu is already transiting in the Pisces sign, so wheresoever Jupiter will go in the transit, it will carry the energy of Rahu as well. So definitely guys, for anything to do with research, anything to do with finding fame, getting popular and all, next year is actually creating very favorable energy for lot many Cancer Lagna natives. And guys, like the way I always say this thing that in a way that it hardly matters whether it's Saturn which is transiting in the 11th house or whether it's the Jupiter. 11th house in itself has got a potential to give you a concluding end to whatsoever you have been seeking. Like the way I always say this thing, 11th house is also the house of success. 11th house tells about what you will eventually and ultimately become in your life journey. So I would say that all the good deeds, all the charities, all the philanthropic gestures which you have shown in the world, wheresoever in the life you have walked extra miles to help people around you, I would say the result of that in the form of popularity, more connections, able to connect the dots, and being able to find more opportunities and all, regarding all that front, next year will definitely be creating lot many opportunities for the Cancer Lagna natives. Only one thing which I want to say that somehow dhyan, meditation, yoga, spiritual religious austerities and having an active social life will actually give you lot many opportunities. Now guys, for all the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, beyond any doubt, in the transit next year, your 7th house and 10th house is somehow gaining prominence. So one thing is for sure, that for all those people who are in business of any sort, or like I would say that you have any of those political aspiration, or you want to do something in the public domain, next year will definitely give you right set of launch pad, platform and opportunities. Like the way guys, I always say this thing, that the only difference between the 10th house and 11th house is that 11th house is the house where we start reaping the results. 10th house in itself means that we still have to do the job. And if the prominent planets are placed in the 10th house, one thing is for sure, that you will definitely, or life will definitely give you lot many platform, launch pad or opportunities. Now how you would act on it, that is a different case. So yes guys, if you have your own business or any of your business aspiration, or trying to carve a niche for yourself, anything where you want to leave a mark in the society, next year will definitely give you a lot many opportunities or launch pad or platform for that. And yes guys, I'm very much sure that Leo Lagna natives next year will be in a state for doing something substantial. Some big work will be done through you, and life will definitely make you a medium for executing or conducting all these projects or work whatsoever, and in whichever capacity it is getting applicable in your case. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, now as you can see that in the transit next year, your 6th house and your 9th house is gaining prominence. Now guys, we all know this thing, that 6th house is the house of service and 9th house is the house of direction, of the guidance, of the luck. So one thing is for sure, that in your line of work, or in whichever capacity, specifically guys, over here I'm giving more attention towards that, how we can see the overlap or how we can connect the dots, the way slow moving planets are going to be creating opportunities for us. Because you know that for any major big event to happen in your life, Saturn and Jupiter, whether in your natal chart, in the transit, they have to promise that. Saturn represents your capacity to perform, do the action, and Jupiter blesses it. So yes guys, in your line of work, like rather I would say that for the Virgo Lagna natives, for any of the work related overseas opportunity, it is going to be a very positive time for you. So let's say for example, if you're already in the pursuit of that you are planning to relocate outside, abroad, and you have been consistently working in that direction, next year will definitely give you that platform or opportunity. Let's say for example, you are about to complete your graduation, now you want to do your masters in a foreign university, next year will definitely give you the opportunity for that. And let's say for example, you have served in different capacity in your profession, now you want to become a consultant or a counselor or a life coach. So for any of those concerns as well, next year will definitely create lot many learning, lot many opportunities for the Virgo Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, I always say this thing, my favorite. So yes guys, for you guys, the houses which are coming in the prominence are the 5th house, where Saturn is going to be very deeply rooted, being your Yokaraka planet, and Jupiter is going to be now transiting in your 8th house. So yes guys, one thing is for sure, that for anything to do with the stock market, speculation and all, next year is going to be very favorable for the Libra Lagna natives. Now guys, like the way we say this thing, that because Rahu is now transiting in the sign of the Jupiter, so that in itself means that wheresoever Jupiter will move in the transit, it will also carry the energy of the planet Rahu as well. So the way I'm connecting the dots with the 5th house and the 8th house, so specifically whether in your education, in your academics, or even in the any of the art form as well, if you are doing anything in the lines of psychology, in the lines of research, in the life of in the fields of human emotions, or unraveling the secrets and all. So next year will definitely give you lot many provision and opportunities. And for anything to do with your spiritual goals and pursuit, next year will definitely give you lot many opportunities. If you are in that line of work where, like specifically I mentioned this thing, freelance work or online businesses, stock market, daily trading, speculation and all, so regarding that front as well, the way planets are going to be behaving next year, they will definitely provide you a right set of opportunities. And also guys, because this is also the kind of alignment where, because I guess I've been saying this thing in lot many times that whenever Saturn is an important planet for you, fifth house is a house which also tells about that any of the professional transformation. So a lot many times, see, this is one of the major nature of query which I get in the consultations, that I'm already in a mid management, now I want to start my own business, I want to start doing becoming a consultant and all. So all of that is generally, unless and until your fifth house during that time when you are in that crossroad is not in a strengthened state, chances tend to remain very low for finding success in that transition or in that experiment of yours. But yes guys, if you are in that crossroad right now, or for next year point of view as well, so I would say, because Saturn is very prominent next year guys, this year 2023, so you know that the sum total of that is number 7. So first we saw the fundamentalist extreme group related problems, regarding which India and Canada, they got into issue. After that, what is happening right now in the between Israel and Palestine. So that is the only reason I'm saying this thing, that this was the true theme which is in line with the number 7 Ketu vibration. But next year is completely in the influence of the planet Saturn and the planet Mars. So Saturn and Mars, they both are important planets for you. So I would say that next year, if you have those high ambition, dreams, goals of yours, and you are in that crossroad, your dashas are running favorable, and the only thing which is coming in the way, that you're not able to get the capital, get the funding, get the proper sponsorship or money and all. So next year will definitely create lot many opportunities for you. So Jupiter's entry in the 8th house will actually be very much conducive and harmonious for you for remaining lucky in amassing or getting those sort of money from different channels as well. So yes guys, that is all what I can say. And if you're academics in any of the art form, if you take interest in spirituality, psychology or research, scientific pursuit, any of the stock market, speculation related concerns, experimenting or venturing out into something, going solo in something, so next year will definitely be providing you right set of opportunities. Now guys, for all the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, in your case now, as you can see that in your case the houses which are gaining prominence are your 4th house and your 7th house. So definitely guys, these are the two houses which holds a lot of importance when it comes down to doing something in the public service, in the public domain. Second thing is that definitely if you feel that you do not have that stability in your life yet. Now again guys, the definition of stability varies from individual to individual. For some people it's about starting a family, for some people reaching a certain level in their job. So in whatsoever capacity you are eyeing or you're craving for that stability in your life, next year will definitely give you right set of opportunities. And also guys, next year's energy, because somehow over here, although your ascendant lord is being ruled by the planet Mars, but 2024 the sum total of that is also 8. Saturn, Mars definitely have got a strong say next year. So because of which I would say that yes, for investing in real estate or finding that stability or achieving or doing something good in the public domain, so I would say next year will definitely prove to be very favorable in all these lines for the Scorpio Lagna natives. The only thing is that guys, because the 4th house and like the houses from 4th to 7th are getting applicable in your case, so I would say that no matter how strong or how big your ambitions are, always care and take your family and your partner along with you rather than leaving them behind for any of your aspiration next year. That is the only one thing which I want to say over here. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that the houses which are getting prominence next year for you guys are the house number 3 and reaching till the house number 6. So guys, one thing is for sure that see, when it comes down to the planet Saturn, Rahu from the 6th house, now this could be even Ketu or this could be even Mars as well. They can still create problem. But when it comes down to the planet Jupiter and the way planets are going to be acting out next year, so one thing is for sure that for any of your dreams, your entrepreneurial goals, or for any of the venture, if finding or arranging the capital is the concern, arranging money from different sources is the concern, so next year you will be able to do that for sure. So yes guys, third house generally is the house of initiatives, new plans, new goals, new ambitions and all, and sixth house generally feeds all of your dreams with right set of financial replenishment as well, capital as well. So regarding that front, next year is creating some very positive energy. Second thing is that guys, in any of so capacity, if you have to face any fierce competition or you are watchful or worried about the competition in your sector, in your segment, in your field, so you do not have to worry about that. Planets are actually putting you in a position of strength, position of power. You will be able to perform good in any of the threatful or conflicting or competitive situation as well. The only thing which I want to add over here is that because third house tells about your younger siblings, sixth house tells about your maternal side relatives as well. So just take them along with you rather than leaving your near and dear people behind you, and only if you will be able to be and stay respectful to your family, to your friends, taking in account to everyone's advice, everyone's kind of counsel. So next year will definitely provide you right set of opportunities. And one thing is for sure that lot many Sagittarius Lagna natives next year will be able to lay foundation to some big lifetime investment as well. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, as you know that the vibration of the next year 2024, if you will make a sum total of that, you will get the number 8, a vibration of the planet Saturn, which happens to be your ascendant lord as well. So guys, the way planets are influencing your houses, specifically the presence, transit or movement of the slow moving planets are going to be influencing your house number 2, like starting from the second house and reaching till your fifth house. All of these houses are getting influenced. Now guys, try to understand this thing that Saturn's presence in your second house of your finances, of your family, also tells about laying foundation to something very substantial or lifetime. Like generally I have seen this thing that whenever Saturn is transiting from the second house and it is strengthened, people do something close to their birthplace, do something in their family land, some important decision connected to that. And also guys, because Jupiter is going to be transiting in your fifth house in the Taurus sign. Now Taurus in the original Kalpurush Kundli represents the money, finances as well, and fifth house in a way, because whenever Jupiter transits from the fifth house, it activates your past life merits as well. So yes guys, in all those capacity, if you are planning to do something big, substantial, and the concern is of arranging the capital or finding the right relevant sources of funding, investments and all, next year will definitely provide you right set of opportunities. So yes guys, for doing something substantial or taking those important lifetime decision, getting married or buying a piece of land or starting a business close to your birthplace and all, so regarding all that front, next year will definitely provide you with right set of opportunities. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, as you know this thing that the vibration of the next year 2024 is being ruled by the planet Saturn because of the prominence of the number 8 vibration. Second thing is that guys, as you can see that Saturn, your ascendant lord, is going to be strengthened over here in your first house. And the way we are trying to understand in this video is that we are trying to see that basis the presence or shift of the slow moving planets, which all houses are getting activated or getting influenced strongly next year. So guys, in your case, the house number 1 till house number 4 is getting influenced. So guys, one thing is for sure that for doing anything in the public sector or politics specifically, so if you are a Aquarius Lagna and your ongoing dashas are running favorable, for finding that right cabinet or right portfolio or winning election. Regarding all that front, for the Aquarius Lagna natives, the energy of the next year is very favorable. Guys, one thing is for sure, that any of the charities or public service done by you next year, like this could be a voluntary, this could be any of the philanthropic work done by you, Saturn will reward it immensely next year for sure. And yes guys, for doing something very substantial, taking some important lifetime decision, or in whichever capacity, if you are a face of anything, you are a face of a corporation, of a company, of a business, of your freelance content which you do, so next year will definitely put you on the limelight, and definitely some important substantial event are bound to happen in your life. So regarding all that front, energy is very favorable for the Aquarius Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in this video we are trying to understand that basis the presence or shift of the slow moving planets, which all houses are getting activated or getting influenced for our Lagna. So guys, in your case, houses number from the house number 12th till the house number 3rd are getting strongly influenced. So guys, one thing is for sure, that if you are planning to do anything connected with the foreign land, and specifically here I'm talking about that you are planning to initiate something. Now this could be next year, this is what your plan is, to relocate to a foreign land, you are already awaiting your PR, or any of the concerns of getting into the business of import export, or any of the pilgrimage, important travels, any of the scientific research, and any sort of research or exploration or spiritual quest. If all of that is getting applicable in your case, your life's undertakings for the next year is connected with these areas. So next year will definitely provide you with a right set of opportunities, because guys, try to understand this thing, that Jupiter in your case becomes your ascendant lord as well, and Saturn in your case becomes your 11th house lord as well. So yes, if your aspirations are aligned with all these entities, and over here you are planning to initiate something new, get into something very new, or trying to experiment with something new, next year will definitely provide you right set of opportunities, or possibility of finding success is going to be very strong. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.